just have my own little understanding of what is around and how I perceive it. But with the digital currency and the cryptocurrency, if you just see in the new articles, XRP RippleNet has been chosen for the new central bank digital currency platform base level operating system, if you want to use it as the term for people who don't understand crypto. The base layer of the blockchain that allows these distributed ledger instant settlements to take place. It has been chosen now, just a few days ago was released that all central bank digital currencies will be running on RippleNet and using XRP tokens. The reason I bring that up is like a US dollar, how much can we fractionalize it? $1 and how many cents? 2. You get 2 decimal places only. But with this new central bank digital currency, they're going to do 18 decimal places deep, which will allow them to go to negative interest rates and create that inflation without you even seeing it, and magically mixing the numbers in such ways that it's so far beyond the comprehension of what kind of algorithms and types of D-Wave supercomputers they're going to need to move these 18 decimal places to be able to still control, make money, but you lose on the devaluation of your currency. Because remember, you can only do $1 and 2 cents or $1 and 1 cent. So to go to negative interest rates, that doesn't behoove them. They need a different mechanism to create inflation and to control the money flow and siphon and impoverish you. Now, 18 decimal places deep, that's the reason they're moving to crypto. It's not because they do need a different system because we just can't structure everything on never-ending debt. So that's all run out of its course. So when was the Federal Reserve? 1913, and we come back and I think our dollar's worth like 1 cent compared to the $1 it used to be a little over 100 years ago. Like you can't do that anymore. That system was great for the time it was there, but it's gone. They're going to negative interest rates. You can't build anything off debt going on a negative interest rate. It has to be a positive yield. So now to give everybody universal basic income, what the next step is to cause, I call it the fake economy, because they're going to give everybody let's use a round number, $1,200 a month. But in that, with that 18 decimal places, there's a time limit on how long that money is good for. So each day you don't use it, they're going to erode the value of it, and then they're going to erase your money at the end of the month. So what they want to do is try to increase what they call the velocity of money spent into the economy and create this new economy based on your flow and how fast you move the money, the velocity movement. So let's say you get your money on the 1st. On the 2nd, the purchasing power you have will have been eroded from the day 1 that you had it. So as you go through the month to 30 days, it'll reset to 0 anyway, but the dollar value notional that would have been purchased, and let's say we could have got 10 slices of bread on the 1st, by the time you move through the month, apparently it's going to be eroded where you'll only be able to buy 5 slices of bread with the same amount of money purchasing power by the end of the month because you didn't use it fast enough. This is a way to encourage you and push you into infinite spending as fast as you can. There'll be no more saving in banks because it's all going to be super negative rates. I don't even know if they're going to allow you to take what you could have during the month to put it into a bank, because that contract that it's going to be running on has that erosional clause in it where it's worth less and less every day. So let's say you had a family of 5 people, that'd be like $6,000 a month. I mean, a lot of people wouldn't use all 6,000, like let's say 2,000 in the bank. Well, if you're using what your basic income would be with the central bank digital currency into your wallet, that 2,000, even if you saved it in the bank after some time, would be turned into 0 in terms of using these 18 decimal places. Because 2 decimal places, they couldn't do it. It would be too fast. You'd see the dime disappear every couple of days. You're like, whoa, what's happening? But if you see it erode, 1/1000th of something, and then 1/100th of something, or 1/10,000th of something in the decay rate, you're not going to really notice it as much as you would seeing a full 1/10 of a cent or a full cent or a full 10 cents come off your dollar value. See, this is why they want to go to all these different numerals coming behind it, these 18 decimal places on all the CBDC, central bank digital currency. And if you look at House Resolution Bill, I think it was S3571, every American's going to have a digital wallet, and they were trying to push that by 2021, January 1st, through both. It was through the House and through the Senate. I don't know how far they've gotten down with the actual pass of the legislation, but it was introduced in the first COVID rescue bill and the second stimulus check bill, and I know they've been working on it. So the reset, is it really because of, how about if we stationed all our money against gold? That would be a great enough reset for me. We would have sound value, but it wouldn't behoove the central bankers because they couldn't manipulate the money because it's sound money. It shouldn't deteriorate in value at all. It should hold that value. Like look at Switzerland, their money, Swiss franc, everybody wants that one because it's backed by gold. That's where we sit today. They want the reset because they need to reset the way they steal money from everybody. And they need it because people aren't spending their money fast enough. They need them to spend money faster to re-inflate a fake economy. I'm going to keep calling it the fake economy because when we start getting universal basic income every month and you're starting to just get free money inflated in your wallet, that goes into hyperinflation. So for me, it's all fake. Just spend it. And truly, if you get it, spend it as fast as you can because every day you don't spend it, it's worth less and less. That's crazy. That's the system they're moving to for the reset. That's not viable in my opinion. That's ridiculous.
How did you get this information?
I watched Lynette Zhang is one of that ITM Trading, if you don't know who that is. And then I watch a lot of the futurist guys out there talking about, from Gerald Celente, who's one of my favorite off the hook characters, and Jim Wiley and the gold guys out there, David Morgan, and any of these guys who understand sound money understand about where we're moving when we come off sound money and when we come off of even crappy US dollar printed no value money into a digital system, which is completely not, they're not going to rename it the Fed dollar. They're not going to rename it to something new because then you'll go, it's a new money. They're going to keep calling it the dollar, but it's going to be a new Fed dollar. But so in your mind, but I do a lot of research and I keep trying to connect these pieces. So like when I sit home and I'm doing research for my own videos, I'll turn something on the side and I can listen to it while I'm just surfing and trying to get my info. And I try to listen to a couple, 2 to 3 hours of podcasts or whatever a day to try to connect pieces together because I'm really into crypto. I believe it's the future anyway. We need to decentralize everything. So beyond my own basic understanding of cryptocurrency and how it works, but then I'll couple in with how everybody sees the bend around the corner. And Ray Dalio too, he just is putting out his new book about how money's been eroded over the last 1,000 years and how currencies reset. And there's a huge amount of people out there that are talking about just things in general finance-wise. Now, I know you might find it a little boring, finance info, but I want to be generating generational wealth, dynastic wealth, as Lynette would put it, as we move through the transfer.